Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to the Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Torvald today, Max Silence Torvald to be specific, which has been requested a surprising amount for some reason recently. I'm assuming it's because it's been so long since I've covered Torvald on the channel, and even longer since I've covered him specifically with like the Silence sort of playstyles. So we're going to be grabbing Direct Current for the talent, which is something that I don't usually go for. I usually stick to Thanks Grandpa, but then again I haven't played Torvald in months. Talked about it a bunch in other videos, but none of his talents are particularly crazy strong, but today we're going to be focusing on Direct Current, which doubles the range of our silence from around 40 to 50 units to around 90 to 100, at least that's what it seemed like when I tried it out in the target practice, somewhere around there. Then obviously for the loadout we've got something to match. Usually you see people go for something like this. This is pretty much the standard sort of thing, a heal and also movement speed buff with a tiny bit of health. But with the one we're going to be rocking today, we have a ton of extra health, as much as you could possibly get, 750, level 5. These two are kind of filler cards, a bunch of cooldown reduction on Nullified, pulling it down from 12 to 7 seconds. Then finally also a little bit of reset. I'm assuming I'll grab Chronos as well because it will help with the shield, it will help with the silence, although it doesn't affect the silence too much. It only pulls like an extra second or two off of it. I have pretty much no idea how this is going to go because, like I said, I usually just go for the standard Torvald thing, which works, you know, decently. Torvald definitely isn't the best he's ever been, but he also, you know, isn't terrible. He's relatively average, I would say, at the moment. His play rate is definitely kind of low, but when I play him, I don't usually have too bad of a time. I'd say I do pretty average, but this way of playing him is very different, and I have pretty much no experience with it, so we're going to go ahead and, yeah, just jump into some games. I'm going to probably stay away from TDM. We'll do Onslaught and I think Siege. Alright, well, for game 1, we've got Siege Ice Mine. Shoutouts to Don7 and Panini Ham. I'm guessing so you say those names. We've got a Zin and also a Barrack. Then we also have a Damba and a Drogos, and for their side a Tyra, a Makoa, a Maven, Eevee, and an IO. 4 of them are over level 100. Eevee is level 50. On our side, it's a little bit more, I guess, mixed. I'm going to hope that it goes well, but this definitely isn't the best map or situation for it, really. We'll go ahead and, I guess, grab Chronos to start. Yeah, sure. We got Yomi, we got Architectronic, Spirit's Chosen, Fusillade. Then for their side, they've got Half Shell, Goddess's Blessing, Wormhole, Burn Monster, and Rogue's Gambit. So Burn Monster is going to suck. She's not gone for the Execute, which is kind of interesting. She's gone for Rogue's Gambit, which is probably the worst one here, I would imagine. But yeah, Burn Monster going to suck. Let's go ahead and run into game 1. Tyra's going to go in around the side. Definitely going to need a minute to warm up. We'll pop our shield. There's a Q for the Damba. We did silence the Makoa right at the start. We silenced him there again a little bit, and then I'm just going to try and finish him off. He's on no health, but I'm out of ammo. There's a Q for the Zin. Can we take him out? No, he's on like 2 health. Somebody please. Kind of surprised he actually got away there. 1 shot away from death. That round could have gone a hell of a lot better, but we got weirdly segmented there, and they pushed up kind of aggressively on the side. Just going to try and brute force our way through. There's a silence for him, but it's not really going to do anything. Shield for him. There's no way we're going to get to in time. 99, and there is the 0-1. You know, Luna's just going to sit on the point and do all the work. Well, that could have gone better. Again, we got kind of separated. Silence for the Eevee. There we go. Guarantee a kill. Key there for the Barrack. I'm pretty sure Zin is dead because Tyra's ulting, or maybe not. Silence for her. Is that going to really do anything? No, but we've got some good damage on her. Okay, she threw the firebomb. There's my F. There's a Q for the Damba. What I was trying to say, though, is that, yeah, the fact that it's on such a low cooldown is actually kind of helping. I feel like I can use my silence in pretty much every fight. Eevee just went ahead and used the ult. There's a silence for the Makoa, but he's still going to get rid of our Barrack. We'll throw a Q here on the Damba. Pop an F to regen our shield. I'm pretty sure I'm dead here any second. Silence for the Makoa, as if that's going to bloody do anything. Threw a shield on the Damba, trying to fight the Makoa a little bit. He's not even really trying to finish me off because I think he knows I'm dead. Silence there for the Eevee. She's got a decent amount of resilience because that lasts no time at all. She's already got resilience too, so that's a big downside to the setup. Obviously, I didn't mention it in the intro, but it's kind of a given. Anything that's CC gets massively countered by resilience, and if they get resilience through, your silence is basically useless. So now there's some more shots. There is the F that actually got cancelled out. Well, that's me dead. Everybody else on the team is still up. We do actually all have our ultimates, so we're probably going to hold this. Joker's just got a double with 1 rocket. Nice. I don't think they're going to push it now with just 3 of them. And there we go. Defense successful. Well done, team. We didn't really do anything right at the end there, but 1-1. We do all have ults other than the Zin. Anyway, it's going to round 2. I'm very tempted to go for Master Riding, so in the future I can do like really aggressive ult plays. There's a silence for the Makoa, but he got out of it because obviously the wall is right there. There's a Q on the Barrack. There's the Tyra ulting. There's a silence. That doesn't really do anything though. There's a Q for somebody. I went for the ult. I'm trying to hide behind Barrack shield, but I'm getting collision on something weird. Makoa's going for the ult, so is Eevee. What a mess. There's a silence, which isn't going to last very long, but we did need to get rid of it still. There's a Q for the Zin. 75%. We could maybe push up on it here. There goes the Tyra. Frame rate dip there was egregious. There's a Q. And there we go. Objective lost. A bit of a silence, but yeah, so far silence isn't really doing all that much, mainly because the Eevee, who we kind of counter with it, is, you know, getting resilience. Silence for her though. That actually kind of worked. We stopped her from blinking, but nobody's there to finish her off. I think if we time it right, we can still screw over the Eevee because we can mess up her blink and stuff. Hello, Tyra. You're on no health. Thank you for a free one. We'll regen the shield with the F. Q there for the Damba. He's going to go ahead and hook me. There's a silence to stop him from rolling, which I guess saved me from some damage. Q for him. F to regen the shield. Luna's now on the point. Damba's going for the ult. Rip Eevee. Even with the CC reduction there, she's still a goner. Just check. They actually don't even have any Rekka. They're just getting rid of my shield really, really quickly. I mean, Rekka's only 20% anyway, so I don't know if I'd even be able to notice a difference, but it just feels like they're clearing it so quickly. Q up there for the Zin. Damba's still at the back. I'm trying to protect him a little bit because he's definitely getting jumped by the flanks. Silence for the Eevee. It's just nowhere near enough time to actually get rid of her because of the resilience of the silence. It was like 2.5 seconds, and it would maybe be enough. She's jumping in again. There's another silence for it. It's nearly enough time to kill her. If it was like a little bit longer, genuinely, we'd be able to get rid of her. I can actually do it every time she jumps in now, which is great. There is another one. Cool. So we do actually have a little bit of time to to get rid of her, but the team's just not reacting fast enough to it. She, for some reason, keeps making that play over and over again. I just keep silencing her out of it, but Tyra's on the side, Maeve's on the side. There's some shots for her. The travel time on my shots feels really weird. Q for him. Silence for the Makoa. Yet you don't have to be in range after you activate it, by the way, so if you're right at the end of the range limit, you can actually just go ahead and walk backwards and you'll be fine. Just saved the Damba. I don't know if I explained that well or not, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. There's a Q for the Zin. Silence for, I guess, the Maeve. Silence for the Eevee. Is she gone? No, she's on like no health though. Okay, we cleared her. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and pop my ult just to throw them away a bit. I guess. Is that really going to do very much? Probably not, but might as well use it. I don't feel like that really did us all that much, but I guess I bought us some time. I don't know. There is an F to regen the shield. There's some shots into the Tyra. I actually nearly won that fight, but she's getting healed by the IO. As a silence for her as well. Distraction worked. There is the defense successful. I feel like even though that was a bit of a weird play, it kind of worked. That's a situation I so rarely put myself in that I had like no set commentary in my head and I just ran out of words to say, but that actually worked, yeah, kind of well. We did use our ultimate. Everybody else has it other than the Joker, who's like halfway. Yeah, we can flank first. Should have gone guillotine. Yeah, that would have been a decent idea because they really don't care about the point. Silence for the Makoa, which doesn't really do anything. Throw a Q on the back, which got cleared. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of the Luna. I'm just going to fire into this Makoa because he's nearly gone. There's a silence for, I guess, the IO. Makoa's out. She's going for the ult, but we can just avoid that. Somehow Barrack didn't get hit by it though. Bit weird. Don't really know how that one worked, but there goes the IO. We threw a Q on the Zin. I guess we should help him push up a little bit here. We'll throw another shield on him if I can. Never mind, he's already got rid of the Maeve. Damba pushed up as well. Seems like we're going to get 3-2. Tyra is just here on the side. They're just a little bit out of my silence range, so I'm just going to throw over some 180s. The actual buffed range you have on your weapon feels pretty good because that was changed relatively recently. Silence for the Makoa. We kind of annoyed him a little bit there. There's a Q for the Jogos. He's definitely gone. Well done, Damba. Jogos is going for the ult. I'm going to silence the Eevee for like a second. I have no idea why these team fights are so messy. Q for the Zin. Tyra is gone here any second. Regen the shield with the F. Silence for the Maeve, but no one's really paying attention to her. Q back there for whoever that was on. But there we go. We got the objective captured. Very briefly silenced the Eevee, which actually kind of bodied her. Like I said earlier, if we get lucky timing with it, we can still completely screw her over. Did actually silence the Maeve for like a millisecond there for some reason. It instantly delinked. There is my F to regen my shield. Tyra went for the ult. We'll throw over a couple little shots. Barrack is still trying to hold it. Q there for the Zin. Barrack to get cleared, even though I threw a bunch of shields on him. Silence Q back there again. I'm getting a little bit battered here. That Makoa shield is going to totally screw me. I'm trying to get heals from the Damba, but it's like 3 people on me. Zin got rid of the Tyra. I probably shouldn't have pushed up as much as I did just there. This is definitely a bit of a weird one, but I'm honestly really enjoying playing Torvald at the moment. There's a brief silence for the Eevee. Makoa is going to hook me, but that's fine because we've got our Barrack just here. We can kind of retreat a little bit. Regen the shield with the F. I threw a shield on the Damba a second ago. We'll throw one on the Barrack. He's getting hooked. There's a silence for the Makoa, which I tried to use to stop him from spinning, but it didn't really do anything. There's a shield for him. I think I'm dead. Pop the F to regen some health. Thank you for the heals here, Damba. There's a shield for him. There's a silence for the Tyra. I'm still alive on like no health. Damba is as well. Holy shit, we actually nearly got rid of the Tyra there. The Damba is actually still alive, I think. There we go. They finally got rid of the Damba. He survived for bloody ages there. That was a bit of a messy play. Q there for the Barrack. We've got about 15 seconds left. We do pretty much all have ultimates. I don't know if we're planning on using it or not. There's a Q for the Barrack. We'll use the F to regen the shield. Hello, Makoa. I thought you were going to go for a hook, which is why I tried to take cover. Shield for the Jogos. He's gone. But there we go. Push failed. We do all have our ultimates though, so we're in a pretty good spot for it. As long as nothing bad happens here, we should have it in the bag considering how the last team fight went if we just use our abilities right. There goes the Makoa shield. There's a silence for him. Not really doing anything. There is my F to regen some of my shield. We did throw a Q on the Barrack. It is the last round here, so whoever gets this one is going to go with the win. There's a silence for the Maeve. Damba went for the ult. Nice. There's a Q for the Barrack, and also the F again. Silence on the Tyra. Zin is going in here. We should be able to get rid of him. I went for the ult, but I'm trying to finish her off. She's on like no health. Are you kidding me? Tyra is also here. There is the F. Don't know what my plan is. I'm just going to go ahead and ult to see if that'll throw her off the map, but maybe just put her in a bad spot. I don't know. That was an absolute shite play. Makoa, there's a silence for you. Not that really does anything. There's my F and a Q. Get some shots on him. He's actually nearly gone. He's going for the ult. Barrack's gone. There's a Q for the Damba. Don't really know what the plan is here. I can't really push up on my own. Silence for the Makoa for a sec. He's going for the hook. I'm going to pop the F and just try and run onto it to, I guess, trigger overtime or something. Zin did it, I guess, instead. I just kind of got myself killed there for no reason. He went for the ult, got rid of the Tyra. It looks like it's going to be a 3-4. Zin is still up on no health. He actually got rid of the Maeve as well. Well played. We've respawned. I don't have enough to get Master Riding. I'm really close though. Barrack is gone. Drogos is kind of still jumping on it, but we're just spamming the overtime here. It's going to be the 3-4. Well-deserved win for them. I think they played well, especially in that last round. They did actually put it together quite well, and they used their abilities well. I will say, though, that was a very, very close game, and I think if a few of the plays went differently, we could have easily had that as a win. If I managed to finish off the IO, which she was like 1 health off, I think that would have actually maybe been enough. So even though it was a loss, I think it was a really good game, and I'm not really that bothered. Shoutouts to the enemy Eevee. FrostFangs tried to bully me. Greetings from Cammy's gang, XDDD, the M&M of Paladins. Anyway, for the stats, we'll go through them top to bottom. The Zin did a really good job, 18,810k, props to him. Barrack also did super solid. The Damba did a really good job, and the Jogos could have definitely done a little bit better, but it wasn't a really good map for Jogos, and especially the team we're up against there did kind of scream over a little bit. and then I'd say we did pretty decent. We actually had more damage than everybody on our side there, other than the Zim, which is kind of weird because I didn't feel like I was doing all that much. We also shielded for 113k, so I'm quite happy how we did. I definitely could have done a better job, but I didn't do badly, and the setup actually worked surprisingly well. As for their side, their Tyra didn't do crazy good. She actually has double everybody else's deaths on her side there, which is pretty rough. She was really only annoying because of the bird monster. She was just throwing it and chugging her health down. Their Makoa did pretty damn good. Their Maeve did alright, probably could have done a little bit better. Their Eevee did a really good job, and then their IO healed for a ridiculous amount, 164k. I think another big reason why we kind of struggled there is because they had an IO who was healing for a ton, and we didn't really have a good way to apply Cauterize. Torvald can't apply it very well. Drogo's can't apply it too easily. Dan, but obviously not. The Barrack not so much, neither. The Zim, we didn't have like a blaster to just constantly, you know, apply anti-heal. But once again, like I said, even though that was a loss, it was pretty close, and I think it could have easily gone either way, depending on like a very small amount of things. We'll go ahead and requeue for another one. I honestly feel like I could do with a bit of a break after game one there, considering it was my first match of the day, a little bit more intense than what I was wanting. But shoutouts to Dawn7 and Panini Ham again. They're in the same one this time. We've got Siege, Bright Marsh as the map. We've got a Koga and Alex already locked in. Then we also have Anara and IO as the last two picks. And then for their side, a Strix, a Sky, a Grok, an Ash, and a Drogo. Did I read that out right? I always freaking mess it up when it switches midway through. But yeah, there are the teams. You can see them right in front of you. Pretty standard matchup, it seems, with maybe us having a slight advantage because of the setup we have with Anara, IO, and Torvald. But Lex and Koga, I think, are maybe a little bit worse than like Drogos and Strix and Sky and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll go ahead and grab Direct Current, and then the setup, it, like I said, worked pretty well in game one. I imagine our Silence should work a little bit better here because of the teams and stuff. But we got Goddess's Blessing, Death Hastens, Mother's Grace, Adrenaline Junkie, Fortress Breaker, Combustible, Maelstrom, Smoke and Dagger, and Nocturnal. There's a Q and a Silence on the Sky, which she just dipped out of the way from. Regen the shield with the F. We actually barely even lost any health there. We can throw some shots up in that little window. There's no point in me silencing them though, because they can just get out of the way. There's a Q on the Anara. Silence for the Grok a little bit, I guess. I'm just going to sit in this corner and shield her a little bit. There is the F. Ash is now finally running in. I'm actually not sure if she's here or not because she's making a very weird play. Regen the shield with the F. There's a silence for the Grok, I guess. He actually just decided to leave because I guess I silenced him for like half a second. Q for the Anara. Shots up in this corner. Q again for the Anara. For some reason they were just choosing to just kind of sit near the point but not actually try and jump on it. I guess it's because their Ash was kind of late. Rip Anara, my F to regen my shield, which already got cleared. Q for the IO. Thank you for the heal. Silence for the Ash. I'm dead to the Sky. Jesus Christ, I didn't think they were going to continue to push up. Bunch of shots just there down the middle. We nearly finished off the Sky. She threw her ultimate. I don't even know where because I couldn't see it. Did she just throw it right in front of her? I'm not sure. Silence for the Grok. Ash is using the knockback for some reason. She's definitely here. She's just playing weird. There goes the Ash. We also healed our Anara. There's a silence for the Drogo. Shots here into the Sky. He's going for the ult. I guess I'm here alone with these guys. I didn't realize our Anara was going to die. Did try and get a Q to the legs. I think I was trying to heal him as well, but we were just a little bit too slow. What I was trying to say is that this is actually quite an interesting matchup. I was nearly off of the map there, mainly because their Sky's going for like a heal setup or kind of a hybrid setup, and their Grok's going for damage, and they're both kind of replacing each other's roles, and it's working really quite well. Thank you, Drogos, for the reposition there, my guy. Going to actually push up a little bit aggressively here and leave these guys to play it. That is Sky going for the ult, but we are fine. We can easily get behind cover. I say easily. I nearly got my ass clipped by that. There's a Q for the Lex. The Strix is just there firing at the back. We'll throw some shots. I think that's really annoying me is the Grok bounce because he's just getting so much free damage. I'm pretty sure the Ash is dead here because her shield's down. She's going to try and knock us away, but it ain't going to matter. She's definitely gone. Q for the Anara. There's an F to regen. That is a silence on the Strix. The Drogos went for the ult and then had a really hard time hitting the Anara for some reason, but there we go. There is the push successful. Didn't think we were going to get that one, but there is the 2-0. Like I said, I'm kind of surprised we got that push. I'm going to go ahead and try and ult people off the map. Oh god damn it, he went right. Are you kidding me? I totally could have got that Strix. There's a Q for the Koga. Rip IO. Hello Grok. There's a silence, but nobody's here to give me a hand, so I think you're fine. Really can't do very much against him here because of the self-heal and shit, so I guess I'm just going to push back to the point. Silence for the Ash. Did keep the Koga alive for a little bit, but he is playing kind of weird. Just kind of delaying my death. There is my F. I'm actually still up. Silence for the Grok. Thank you for the heal. IO, maybe we can get rid of him here. Maybe not. No, he's still up. Couple shots over there for the Drogos. I definitely should have died like 2 times already. There's the objective lost. Definitely just unfortunate timing there because I think if they didn't have recovery mechanic, we could have easily got back on there, but we lost one team fight and they regained it because recovery mechanic. Regen the shield with the F. Grok's going for the ult. Sky is as well. I'm going to try and shield her, but she's definitely a goner there. Silence for the Sky. She's so quick with that Grok ult. I think they must be playing together because they have way too much synergy. Strix is just at the back sniping. We use the F to regen the shield. Q for the Anara. Silence for whoever that hit. I don't know. Ash is going in for the ult, but we somehow didn't get clipped by that. Okay, Q for the Anara again. We're trying to play this tree, I guess, to avoid the Strix. Regen the shield. Silence for the Sky. I don't really know how I'm going to continue to hold this one. I'm kind of just delaying the inevitable, I feel like. Hello, Drogos. I was trying to do the same thing. She died to the Strix, and there is the 2-2. For some reason, it's giving me a very bright white screen. Fair enough. They kind of steamrolled us that round, but yeah, the Drogos and the Sky and the Strix were working together really, really well. Ash and Drogos are just doing their own thing, but the Grok and the Sky are synergizing together all the time, and the Strix kind of is as well. But either way, solid match. Again, I'm not really bothered if we lose because it's actually pretty damn fun to play Torvald like this. But anyway, into round 3, me and the Lex have ultimates, but that's pretty much it. We'll throw a Q there on the Anara. Grok is actually not looking too good. I'm going to try and block this doorway, I guess. Koga is a shield for you. There is an ultimate to get the Sky and the Drogos off. Yeah, sure, I guess we pushed him into the invisible wall, which killed him. Okay, he didn't even touch the floor there. I thought we might have been able to get back on, but hey, I'll take the double for my good positioning. Koga went for the ult. He actually had enough charges to get back. I totally thought he was a goner there. I was trying to shield him. There's a silence for the Ash. Maybe we can get rid of her. No, this Ash and Grok are a pain in the ass, but there we go. And now I got rid of him. We got the cap. There's the 3-2. Q for the Inara. I'm kind of pocketing her a little bit here just because she's taking so much damage. Koga might actually get away. Silence for the Drogos. There's a Q for him just to make sure he survives. Silence the Ash again. Inara is back up to full. I thought she was going to die there. There's a Q for her. Drogos is just blasting the top a little bit. I'm a little bit worried about the Lex and the IO here, so we'll Q her. Sky and Grok kind of comboed again there. He went for the ultimate and she pushed up. Silence for him, which actually was enough to get rid of him. Well done, Lex. I think Sky should be dead here as well. Me and Inara both got cleared pretty early on in that fight, but it seems like we managed to recover it a little bit. I'm wondering if it's because I've got two people on my team who were on my team in the last match, but this feels very, very similar to how game 1 felt, which throw over some shots, use the F to regen, Q4, the Koga will get a reload in. Maybe there are more than just these two guys though, because I actually don't remember the rest of the names. Q4, the Koga, silence for the Ash. Gonna have to retreat a little bit here, pop an F, Q for the IO. Hello Drogos, there's a Q for the Inara, silence for the Drogos. Not a Drogos, it's a Grok. I'm definitely dead. As you saw, they just pushed up and we didn't really have enough time to heal up. I think a big reason why we're having such a hard time breaking through here right at the end is because of their Strix. I don't really know who Koga was looking for there. There's a Q for her. This guy's going for the ult again, just try and get us off the point. I think she might have actually done it. Yep, there we go. There is the push fed. At least we got Sky's ult down. We all have ours, other than the Lex bite a little bit. So what we need is another clutch ultimate by FrostFangs God. Yep, I'm going to try and do the same thing I went for Master Riding so we can maybe get like another lucky double or something, but I'm not really counting on it because usually I'm not too good with Torvald ult. Going to run just straight to the point and then play this left side again, just so that they can't really play it at all and they're going to have to stick to the right. Grok's going for the ult. There's a Q for the Inara. Q for the Inara. There's my F to regen. Ash is going for the ultimate. I got stunned by that. All 4 of them hitting me, or 5 of them. That was a really, really rough round. We did get 36% of it, but that could have gone a lot better. I think we're really just lacking on like the damage side of things because we have flankers, but we don't actually have anybody outputting constant damage. Kind of the same thing we had, I guess, in game 1, just a bit different. Silence for the Ash to stop her from knocking our Inara away, although she was CCMU anyway. Our Inara was going for the ult. Sky is just there. I think we're both focusing her a little bit. We actually managed to get rid of her. Well bloody done, Inara. The combo there was brutal. Right click for the Ash. She's gone. Got rid of the Drogos as well. Nice. There's a Q for him. I use my F to regen. We should be able to get rid of him. Silence. Yep, unnecessary, but we got rid of him. Nice. Well bloody recovered, team. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold it, but we're going to give it a bloody effort, that's for sure. It's just going to sit on it, so we are 5-man up front. I just silenced her mid-travel, which wouldn't have made a difference anyway, but there is the victory. Well recovered. I honestly thought we were going to lose that one when they won the first team fight like we did in the second round, but well done. 4-3. And there we go. There are the stats. Honestly, what a great set of matches. Even though, again, I don't feel like I did too crazy good there. I feel like I did what I was meant to do and had a really, really good time doing it. Actually, 7, 9, 60k, 115k, 5k heals as well. I'll happily take that. As for the stats on everyone else, the Koga definitely could have done a better job there. 7, 12, 60k is pretty rough. I do understand why he had a hard time there, but definitely could have done a better job. Same thing with Alex. He has a lot of deaths, but 160k damage is the highest in that match, other than the Grok, so props to him for that. Our Inara also did a really good job. It's really nice to see somebody play Inara and actually deal damage. 65k, she actually beat us out, and then the IO healed for a ton. Overall, solid game. I think we do deserve the win, even if it was a little bit iffy. I think we did, manage to play together as a team, especially there at the end. But then for their side, their Ash really struggled, which I think was definitely a weak point in their team, because I think on the damage side of things, they were doing great, but on the actual defensive side, not so much. Strix was doing really well defensively, 21,700k. The Sky was doing a really good job, so was the Grok. These guys were synergizing, like I said, a ton, and then their Drogos were just kind of doing his own thing. It really did feel like 3v5 at times, or 3v4, but overall, really, really solid match. I really enjoyed it just as much as I did game 1. I feel like I actually showed off Silence Torvald somewhat well. I definitely could have done better, but this was more of first impressions than anything else, because I've been asked to do it a ton. If you want to see me, I guess, revisit this, definitely let me know in the comments, maybe in more casual modes than just double siege. But then again, you guys have been asking me for siege, so I guess this was a good video for it. The only real thing I have to add at the end is that I would alter the loadout a little bit. I've actually gone ahead and just put it together really quickly, just because in the matches we played today, I was kind of missing the movement speed buff that I was used to applying to people, so I've gone ahead and put a loadout together that's kind of a mix between the two. It doesn't have the heal because I wasn't missing that anywhere near as much, but this way we pretty much have the same thing with the cooldown reduction and the health, but we also still get the speed buff instead of like a tiny bit of reset and a tiny bit of health, which I don't think was really worth it. So I'm basically just saying for a realistic version of the loadout, it would look very, very similar to this. Maybe I'd tweak it a little bit more afterwards, but I'd say for me, if I'm going for Silence Torvald, where I want to have my silence up a ton, this is pretty damn close to perfect. And yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and cut the video off. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all very, very soon, and as always, stay frosty.